obvious the direction he's leaning in when he asks the final question. "Mr. Linder," says Papa, using the same tone of voice he used with me in 7th grade when he caught me copying Anderson's math homework, "have you enjoyed your stay here in Doggett?" That question pretty much marks the end of the Inquisition, and I'm able to stop taking notes. I glance at my watch. The school board is going into closed session. That means they leave the cafeteria and go hole up in the janitorial supply closet, smoke a couple cigarettes, compare the price of gas at Doggett's 3 gas stations, then come out and announce the decision they made 10 minutes into the meeting. It'll be interesting to note in the newspaper how long it took them, officially, to come to reach it. I look for every angle I can get that I think Myron Tullow, the owner, editor, reporter of the Doggett Daily Register, will miss. Usually it's not tough to scoop him, even if the school paper, The Ashes, does only come out once a month. And by the way, you don't have to tell me that The Ashes is a stupid name for a newspaper. I already know that. Calling a newspaper The Ashes is just begging your readership to use it to start a fire. Maybe metaphorically it's a good idea. Newspapers should spark a few civic fires. But folks here in Doggett don't think that deep. To them, it's not much different from calling your newspaper the Fish Wrap. The reason for the stupid name is our stupid mascot. We're the Doggett High School Phoenix. Yeah, the Phoenix. It's not even plural. We're all collectively the Phoenix. A phoenix is a bird from mythology that consumed itself by fire and rose renewed from its ashes. Hence the name. I actually wrote an editorial calling for a change of the school mascot. I thought we should be some kind of canine. Doesn't that make more sense? The Doggett Dogs, or Greyhounds, or Bulldogs. No one got behind it, though, so we're stuck as the self-immolating phoenix, obviously a bird with self-esteem issues. There's an unusually large crowd here for the school board meeting, mostly band parents calling for blood. Anderson's in band, but he's one of the few people who doesn't want to see Linder fired. He doesn't like Linder much. Really, no one does, but Anderson's sentiment doesn't surprise me. He can see good in just about anyone and forgive just about anything. Zeb's just here because Anderson and I are. Like I said, the 3 of us are best friends. I know that technically you can't have 2 best friends, but I do. The first thing that's important to know about us is that we don't play football. In Doggett, when you're born, if you're male, they weigh you, hand you to your mother, then order shoulder pads for you. It's probably this way of thinking that's led to Doggett's 4 state AA football titles in the past 20 years. But it's also cost all 3 of us to some degree. Zeb's probably gotten it the worst. You see, he's a specimen. He's 6'4", 200 pounds, muscles popping out everywhere. Anderson says Coach Woodacre shakes his head in disgust every time he sees Zeb walking down the hallway and says, "There goes number 5, meaning a 5th state championship." To top it off, Zeb is, unlike Anderson and me, athletic. He's a nationally ranked junior tennis player. But it doesn't do Doggett High a lick of good. There's no tennis team here. Zeb's parents own the farm equipment dealership, so well, the way Mama puts it is, they live comfortably. Zeb's dad, a Phoenix running back in the 60s, calls building the tennis court in their backyard the most asinine move he's ever made in his life. But he says it jokingly. At least that's what I think. It bothers Zeb sometimes when his father talks like that. Coach Woodacre doesn't lose quite so much sleep over Anderson. There might be a couple girls at our school who Anderson could tackle, but they'd be freshmen. Small, slow freshmen. I'm not trying to sound mean, but I promise, Anderson wouldn't care. He'd agree. You know how you sometimes see those tiny guys who try to play sports, but they're not good enough, so they end up being a manager or a statistician or something like that? And you just know they have all this hero worship for the star players. That's not Anderson. Sports genuinely bore him. Most things